Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Recently at work, I have found out that most of my colleagues still type little documents by hand, when in fact the world has gone digital and there are so many apps that can help you with this process. The apps work on the principle of the optical character recognition. So that's what I'll be doing in this video. So if you're among that category that still type little document by hand, when in fact you can do that easily and save time and energy, you have come to the right place, because in today's video I'll be sharing with you guys the top 5 free Android apps that you can use to extract any text from any image. Note that these apps are completely free, so you don't have to pay any money whatsoever. There is no monthly subscription or a yearly subscription. I have selected these apps based on 7 factors. These 7 factors include their language support, their functionality, their batch editing ability, their accuracy, their speed, their formatting, and finally their handwritten text ability, which is their ability to accurately extract text from handwritten documents, not printed ones. So I have also subjected them to both printed text and handwritten text. All the 5 apps I've been subjected to these 2 factors as well. And so moving on, these 7 factors are graded on the 5-point scales to eventually come up with the best app for converting text images to text. So if you are new to my YouTube channel and haven't subscribed yet, please pause the video and do so now, and also smash the like button while you are at it. So without further ado, let's jump right into today's video. So starting off at number 5 is the Blaze WordPad. You see, the Blaze WordPad is a great tool, great app for extracting text on the go. What I mean by that is it is just good for 1 page or a 2-page project. It is very, very fast, hence the name Blaze. It has lightning speed when it comes to converting images to text. It does so in less than a second. Before you know it, you've extracted your text. But it doesn't have great functionality. It doesn't support any other language apart from the English language. Also, when it comes to formatting, it does fairly great job when it comes to formatting. It doesn't recognize the paragraphs, the bold, the italicized words and all that, but it's still a great app for small projects. And then when it comes to its accuracy, it's also average, not too bad, not too good. So it's just there. So that is just that about the Blaze WordPad. But one thing I have failed to mention is the handwritten text. It is very, very, very bad. In fact, it is abysmal when it comes to handwritten text. It doesn't do anything for handwritten text. It doesn't recognize handwritten text, especially if you have a very, very abysmal handwriting. Yes, something like what is showing on the screen right now, or it only does a great job if you have a very good handwriting. Probably for those of us who have good handwriting, it will still recognize some images, but it still gabbles some things up. So it completes garbage when it comes to handwritten text. Coming up at number 4 is the Microsoft Lens. The Microsoft Lens is also a great app for medium-sized project. Maybe you're working on just 5 pages, 10 pages, you are good to go. It does a really great job when it comes to accuracy. Should I say it's like 80% accurate, 80 to 90% accurate, depending on how you take the snapshot. Also, it does not support batch editing. You cannot do multiple pages at a time. You have to go over the pages one after the other, taking snapshot and all that. So it's not really great when it comes to batch editing. So when it comes to language support, it can extract text in different languages. Yes, different languages. So many languages. I don't have a list of them by head, but when you download the Microsoft Lens, you see the languages that it supports, so many of them. So the speed, yeah, it extract text probably in 3 to 5 seconds, and then you are good to go. So another thing is the formatting. The Microsoft Lens does a great job in formatting. It organizes the space, the paragraphs, the full stop, sometimes even the bullet points. It does recognize these things. Another thing is the handwritten text. Yes, it supports handwritten text, but doesn't really do a great job when it comes to handwritten text. So I would just probably give it a 2, 3 out of a 5-point scale. Number 3 on the list is the Microsoft Office. It does almost the same thing as the Microsoft Lens. There's really no much difference to say. So they have almost the same rating in everything, but I will just give the Microsoft Office a slight edge in terms of accuracy. It still, little details. It still brings those details out from handwritten text as well as printed text. So I don't have much to say about Office because it's almost similar to Lens. One thing you should note about the Lens and the Office is the fact that after snapping probably 10 to 15 pages of document, you get a message, an error message that says you have exceeded your daily quota. So that's not a cause for alarm. What you just have to do in such situations is just to wait for about 1 to 2 minutes, and then you start all over. Maybe you crash the app and then you open it and you continue. So you continue what you're doing, no more problems. So another thing is that you need to have an account, especially for the Microsoft Office. You need to have an account to be able to use that functionality of converting images to text. The next on the list, number 2, is Simple Scanner. Oh, I love Simple Scanner. Simple Scanner is a very great app. It has 2 options for languages. There's an option where it only supports Latin characters, and then a second option where it supports multiple languages. So it is very great in terms of language support. When it comes to functionality, it is very great. It does a very great job because your extracted text can be exported as a PDF file or even as a TXT document, and you share it. You can email it to whomsoever you want to. It's a very good one. You can also save those images you snapped to your gallery. So it has great functionality. It's a very good one, but when it comes to handwritten text, it's complete garbage. It does not really recognize handwritten text. When it comes to accuracy, it's fairly okay. I would give it a 3 or 5. And then the speed, it still takes about 4 to 5 seconds recognizing text. Not bad for me, if I would say. The great feature for the Simple Scanner is that it can be used for batch editing. You can do multiple pages at a time, and then when you're done taking your pictures, you can just crop them batch after batch and then finally extract those texts from those images. So it's very good for a very large project, working on very large projects. Say for example a project with 50 pages, it's a way to go. Trust me, Simple Scanner is your guy. Going now at number 1. Hey, before I reveal my number 1 app, if you still haven't subscribed, please do so now. I'll be waiting. I'm just kidding. So I know you guys will do that and support. So going off at number 1 on the list is the vFlat. Yes, the vFlat software is a very great app, not only for extracting text from images, but it's also a very great app for scanning because the quality of scan is superb. It's really, really superb. So trust me, the vFlat is it's your number 1 guy because its accuracy is mad. It has a killer accuracy. I'll give it a 5 or 5. And then also its functionality is also very great. The formatting is also very nice because it recognizes bullet points, degrees, mathematical notations, and all that. So I have subjected them to all this, so I know what I'm saying. It's a very, very great app. And not only that, it also has great batch editing. It also has that functionality as well, batch editing, and also the handwritten text. It also does a fairly great job for handwritten text. but for printed text, it's your guy. It's your way to go. Trust me. So if you have learned something from this video, please hit the like button so that many other users like you, those who are ignorant of these apps, can also learn from this video. So my suggestion for you guys is dependent on your project. If you have a handwritten project, then Microsoft Lens or Microsoft Office is your guy. You can use these apps, to a greater level of accuracy for handwritten text. But then if you have a very large document, you are better off with vFlat or simple scanner. But if you have a very small project, you don't have time, just simply the Blaze WordPad is all we will do for you. Yes, so if you have a very simple project to work on, then the Blaze WordPad is your guy. So depending on your project. So I hope you have learned something from this video. I will see you guys in the next one. So peace out.